Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent, teaching instructor. My dog is not dead back there. Honestly, the dog's name is Sammy. We call her Rug. She just lays by me, so if I move, she moves, but I swear she's alive. Yeah, anyway, just that's Sammy, just so you know. If you're ever going to comment, say, hey, how's Sammy? So years ago, when I'm talking today about one of the days I almost got killed on the job as a revenue officer. By the way, this isn't to promote my book, but I just have a book come out. So if you want to settle your tax debt, there to see my name's on the bottom. Everyone says hold up the barcode. Okay, I held up the barcode. Anyway, it's a good book. I have this story in the book, but some people don't like to read. So I want to tell you the story of the day I almost got killed on the job. So this happened in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. To be more specific, it was off Broward Boulevard in around 7th or 8th Avenue, somewhere in around there. I don't remember exactly. I could go to the spot there. The building's probably gone. I mean, this happened a long time. It was like a mini mart, like a 7-Eleven, a little convenience store there. And the guy never wanted to pay his 941 tax. When you work at IRS, you work zip codes. I was assigned this zip code. This particular zip code was 33311. That was the exact zip code where this was in. So I got the case every quarter. I'd go out there, and every time I'd go out there, I'd get a little upset. Why don't you pay this on time? Well, the guy started having an attitude toward me. So every quarter. Well, I kind of had enough. So him and I just didn't get along. We didn't get along at all. He was a really tall Afro-American guy. He didn't like me. He didn't. He started out really nice. We hit it off the first couple times, but then it kind of got worse. And I said, come on, just pay your payroll taxes. So anyway, it was about the sixth time. Happened over about a year and a half, quarterly filings. So I says, listen, if you do not pay your taxes, and I have to come out here again, I'm going to close your business down because I'm not going to keep coming out. If I lock the doors, you'll know that I mean business. Okay, so I was very firm with him, very nice. He responded, okay, I understand. Had a lot of traffic in there. It was like in a family area. So anyway, at the end of the day, I go in there, and the TDA came out. So I says, okay. I called my buddy. He says, let's just go close the business down. I'm not going to keep doing this. So I went in there, and I locked eyes on him, and he locked eyes on me when I walked him. It was on. Mano a mano was going to take place. Okay, so see, Sammy actually does move. So anyway, I go ahead and I hand him the seizure papers. I forgot the form. It was a 668B and a 22, I don't know, 24, 23, something like that. I says, listen, I'm seizing your property right now, so I'm going to have to ask you to leave the premises. And he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him. He says, oh, really? He says, yeah. It's time for you to take a walk. I am closing this business right this second. He says, no. So he reaches down below the cash register, and he pulls out this gallon can of gas. It was in a tin. It was in red and in yellow, and there was no spout on it. He unscrews it. He holds it up in the air. He says, I'm going to burn the two of you like Saint Joan of Arc. It's in this book, by the way. I don't know what chapter it's in. It's in this book. So he goes, and he tries to start splashing us with gas, and he starts throwing matches at us to light us on fire. And we're going around. I think you're in the 7-Eleven or minimum. You're going up and down the aisles. He's throwing this gas all over the place, thinking maybe he can catch your. I mean, he wanted to kill us. We're going up and down, both of us. And he had this little buzzer, those buzzers they have, and he locked the front door so we couldn't get out. So we're going, and we didn't know what to do. I want to tell you, though, while I was moving, I went down the candy aisle. I picked up a payday, stuck it in my pocket. I just want you to know that. It turned out to be funny later. But anyway, we're going back and forth. He's sprinkling gas. He actually put puddles of it and lit a puddle on fire and tried to force us around the puddle so we'd have to run through the fire, hoping that we would catch on fire. So finally, we made a beeline to the back door. If this back door wasn't open, we were going to be burnt to death. So there was no fire extinguisher. I looked. So anyway, thank God the back door was open. We took off. I was much younger at the time. Anyway, we finally got out. We didn't remember there's no cell phones back in the day, so we had to go to another store. We showed our identification. We called the office. They came out and I finally arrested him. And there's a lot of other stories I've told in this book, but anyway, the funny thing is, as he gets in the car, and they have him on handcuffs. The police came to arrest him. Criminal investigation from IRS came out. They took our statements, and he was taking off. I told the cop just to stop, and I took the payday bar out. This is just honestly by quotes. I love Reese's cup, but I took the payday out, and I held it up to him just by divine promises. This is all you had to do was pay us on this day, and this never would have happened. But anyway, that's the story. That's just one of the stories. One of the days that we almost got killed on the job. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I hope it wasn't boring. Absolute true story. The day I almost burned like Saint Joan of Arc. Thank you for listening. Oh, give me a subscription if you would. Thank you.